Hey guys, hope you're going well. In this video, I'm going to try and explain to you the state of the economy in three simple charts. The first chart I want to show you here is the chart for the velocity of money. This is going to be the hardest thing you're going to have to get your head around. So this is a long-term chart, obviously going back to the 60s. You can see the brown line or orange line. The velocity has decreased over half since the 70s or 60s or whatever. So basically what the velocity of money is how often does a dollar move around in the economy? What the economy looked like before was that it wasn't dominated by bigger corporate entities like oligopolies or monopolies like we do now. To give you an example, our supermarkets is very centralized. Our banking and financial services is very centralized. That wasn't the case a long time ago. Before, when you don't have these bigger guys, you have a lot more businesses. And the thing about businesses, especially small businesses, is that they spend a lot. They earn, but they spend. The important thing to know here is if there's more people in the economy, more actors in the economy actually spending, that means there's more people in the economy actually earning. That means the velocity of money is higher because money is getting spent more in the economy. This graph shows the velocity of money, and obviously a velocity of under 1 is not good. To me, I look at that and go, well, if it's under 1, it means that every dollar that's created, there's a certain portion that's not even going into the economy. It's just going back to pay more debt. That's a really bad sign for the economy. The other problem with such a low velocity of money is that there's no liquidity in the economy. You get a particular set of problems when there's no liquidity, and that is that people don't want to let go of their money once they've got their cash because they've got bills to pay, their own debts to pay maybe. That's not good for the economy. How have we gotten by so long? And the answer is that we're borrowing money. There's debt being created, and that's actually inflating the money supply. So if we move to our next graph here, we can see Australian money supply M3. This is since about 2000. We're sitting here at 400, but you can see here it's just below 3,000 now. So that just goes to show you that we live in a debt-based economy. That's one of the reasons why assets like property always go up in value, because we're actually creating more money, and that's how inflation gets done. But you can see here from 2020, this little leg up here up until now. So we really haven't stopped putting money supply in. It is not good for us. And I guess it leads to the next point is, if all of the money supply is going up so quick, why isn't our incomes going up quick? And I want to tie this together because the velocity comes in here. And the reason why is that all of this money is getting created, but it's not going to your average everyday worker. And we know that because our wages aren't going up. And that brings me to the third graph. And this is wage growth versus property. So obviously everyone can figure this out. We all know it's happening, right? Assets are going up quicker than what our wages are going up. This is really important here, guys, because it tells you that the wealth of the average individual is going down. If you measure the average person's wealth on their ability to buy assets, especially a family home, then what's happening is we're all getting poorer, and there's other players within our economy that are getting richer, that are getting wealthier. It's a two-tiered economy. Most of us, we're not actually improving in terms of our economic outlook, in terms of our wealth, but for the very few, they're taking a larger cut of the pie. I want to hear your comments below, guys. I want to know how you feel about this, because to people like me, this is obvious what's happening, and it feels like no one really cares. Time's going to go by. Maybe because my network already owns property. Maybe the guys that are 10 years below, maybe that generation, they're a bit angry about this. But to me, I think about this, and it's not a very satisfying thought to know this is the trend, and actually it's increasing in speed. Let us know your thoughts. Cheers.